Hey YouTube, Geminijets 2000 here, coming at you with a brand new airport update. This one is Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Really excited to do this one. Just got some new models in the mail. I figured while I have the time, might as well finish setting up the airport and do the airport update. So yeah, this one is Charlotte Douglas International Airport. All the routes are real and aircraft real. We'll say I'm probably lacking a little bit on American to make it realistic, but yeah, I got as many as I can. If you don't know about Charlotte, it's the fifth busiest airport in the U.S. by aircraft movements, as in like number of daily departures and arrivals in the U.S. Yeah, big up for American Airlines. It was came in from the U.S. Airways merger, originally U.S. Airways, but Americans continue to build it up. And mainly a domestic hub, but there are some international routes, and American's been growing the international side of Charlotte. And right now there's a lot of Caribbean stuff and Central America and then some Europe, along with all of North America. So yeah, we'll get into the update here. I laid the terminal out pretty much the way Charlotte is in real life, as much as I could with the space I have available. There's basically 5 concourses at Charlotte. Up on the top there, you got Terminal A. It's separated into 2 concourses. That's basically all the airlines that are not like American, along with American. Up on the top, they have an extension to Terminal A, which is under construction at the real Charlotte. And then moving down here, you got Terminal B, which is all American, Terminal C, which is all American, Terminal D, which is international, American, Lufthansa, and Volaris, and Terminal E, which is American Eagle. And yeah, real Charlotte right now has 4 runways, 3 parallel runways. Right now, the one I got in active use right now, this would be runway 36 center, and then 18 center come the other direction. That's the main departure runway. And then off on the right here would be runway 36 right. And then 36 left would be on this side here, which would be main arrivals runway, the main departures runway right here. Then that's half arrival and half departure for 36 right over there. But only got room for the one, so that'll do. With that said, well, we'll get into it here. I threw in a couple extra Delta models because every once in a while, when there's thunderstorms in Atlanta, a lot of the Delta planes, the heavies and stuff will divert here. So I got a couple of those in here. That happened a little while back. If you don't know, I fly for American Eagle. I fly to 145, based here in Charlotte. So I've done all the 145 routes here. But starting out here down full and short of 36 center, we have an American Airlines 737-800, and he is in from Grand Cayman and is heading out to San Jose, Costa Rica. We got an American Eagle CRJ 700 operated by PSA, heading out to Columbia, came in from Charleston, West Virginia. We got an American Eagle E145 operated by Piedmont, heading to Mobile, Alabama, came in from New Bern, North Carolina. We got an A321 right here for American, next up in line, and he is heading out to Fort Lauderdale, came in from Montego Bay. Then we got a 787-9. Basically, right now for the international side, American does not do anything other than the 777-200ER. But I don't have enough 200ERs to really fill in all the routes, so I threw a couple 787-9s in here just to act as 200ERs. But so 787-9 doing the 200ER routes, and he is going to be heading out to London Heathrow. Right now, during the summer, the peak season, they're doing 9 daily 777s to Europe. 3 to London, and then some other destinations, which we'll get here. But rolling down the runway here, just arrived. We have we got another 777-200, and this one just arrived in from London Heathrow. This is going to be one of the later afternoon arrivals, and then he's going to depart back to London Heathrow in about like 3 hours. So again, it's 789 the model, but 777 in real life. Stepping over here to Concourse A. Concourse A is split into 2 parts. There's the original A, then here's the expanded portion of Terminal A, and then right here is the newer expansion of Terminal A, which isn't completed yet. Over here we got Sun Country. He's doing a charter. He's heading to Philadelphia tonight. That's something that's happening tonight. Then over here we got a Delta 717. A little while back there's an instance where a nose gear of a Delta 717 didn't come down. Basically the plane's been here and basically it's been scrapped. It's kind of sad, but no engines and then a bunch of like maintenance work getting done, so that 717 is still here. Looks like it'll probably not fly again, sadly, but so it happens when the planes are that old. Moving on to A concourse here. We got the United gates, just a few of them. We got an E175 here heading out to Washington Dulles. That will be operated by Mesa. 737 MAX 8, going to be heading out to Houston Intercontinental and from Denver. And an A320 in from Chicago O'Hare, and is going to be heading out to Newark. Empty gate here, kind of common use / United. We've got a Spirit A321, and he is heading out to Fort Lauderdale, came in from Miami. Right here's the Southwest 737-800 and the old retro livery, and he's heading out to Dallas Love, came in from Midway, or MAX 8, if I said 800. And then right here's an A321 for Frontier. Gonna be heading out to Denver, came in from Orlando. Then we got a new model here, the Southwest Imago 1, MAX 8, gonna be heading out to Nashville, came in from Baltimore. We got the JetBlue A220 heading out to Boston. I think sometimes switches between a 190. Over here, Delta is the only other airline that parks in this part of Terminal A. They park on this would be the north side of this part of A, then American uses the other side. But for now, we got one of the diversions in from Atlanta. We got A330-900 Neo. He was doing the Paris to Atlanta and diverted here to Charlotte. And at the gates here, it's a mix of, I just threw in a couple diversions, but we got up there, we got an E175 operated by, I think it'd be Republic, or it might be SkyWest, but it's this is just regularly scheduled heading to Boston. And then one of the diversions, we got an A321 in from, he was supposed to go Dallas to Atlanta, diverted here. These are all fake diversions. Nothing like this happened today, but it does happen every once in a while. Right here's the CRJ-900 operated by Endeavor, just doing the normally scheduled flights to LaGuardia, came in from JFK. 752, and not a diversion pretending in from Portland to Atlanta, diverted here. And back to the regularly scheduled 739 heading to Atlanta, and a 717 heading to Minneapolis. Delta also serves Detroit and Salt Lake City, but they usually don't have too many planes on the ground here at once, so I didn't want to make it too unrealistic. Moving over to the start of the American gates. Again, a 787-9, just pretending he's a 777-200ER. Basically, American uses these side of these gates. Excuse me 1 second. And basically, they're normally narrow body gates, but they'll throw wide bodies in there just because they run out of room in the international terminal. There's no customs here, so the planes either have to arrive from domestic or be towed over. So this one came in from the hangar after doing some maintenance, but he's gonna be heading out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. Then right here, a beautiful model, just in the old livery, but a 777-200ER, and he's heading out to, he's going to, where is that? Madrid, and came in from Dublin. Dublin is pre-cleared, so they can land in these gates. And it's beautiful model there. That's another new one. And another view of that beautiful bird. Absolutely gorgeous. Over to Terminal B here, or actually I'll just get this Delta real quick before I forget. 764, new model, just a diversion in from Nice to Atlanta, diverted here. And before I forget, Frontier, or Spirit A320 Neo, and he's gonna be heading out to Las Vegas, came in from Boston. Now over to Terminal B, we got American US Airways Retro A319. And he is in from Bangor, Maine, and is heading out to Bermuda. Empty gate. And a 737-800 in from San Antonio, heading to Punta Cana. A couple empty gates. If you've ever been to Charlotte, you know that it is unrealistic to have any empty gates in the American gates, just because they pack as much as they can in during the banks and everything. So that's why I said I need a lot more American models. I mean, you can literally you'll have every single gate full at like the rest of like the American gates of A, B, C, D, and E. Then there'll still be like 15, 20 planes out waiting or taxiing and stuff. It's kind of amazing. Anyway, here's an A321 Neo for American. He's heading out to San Diego and arrived in from Orlando. Another 321 Neo, and he's gonna be heading to Las Vegas, came in from Los Angeles. Regular A321 heading out to Providenciales, Turks and Caicos, arrived in from Aruba. Aruba's pre-cleared so he can land in the domestic terminal. And right here is an American 737-800 Astrojet Retro heading out to Memphis, came in from Nassau, same with Nassau. And another A321 here, this one with the Sharplet's heading to San Francisco, arrived in from Tampa. And a 737-800 TWA Retro heading out to Chicago O'Hare, came in from New Orleans. And an A320 down there. And he's going to be heading out to Greenville, Spartanburg, and came from Wilmington, North Carolina. Moving over here. And a couple cargoes here in the control tower. UPS heading to Louisville, FedEx to Memphis. Nothing really special with those guys. Over here, Terminal C, we got American 737-800 Air Cal Retro heading out to Norfolk, Virginia. Came in from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. A321 had the West Palm Beach, came in from Fort Myers. A321 heading out to Cancun, came in from Salt Lake City. 321 with the Sharklets heading out to Phoenix, came in from Kansas City. And 321 Neo heading out to Santa Ana, Orange County, arrived in from Seattle. And 737 MAX 8 heading out to JFK, came in from Minneapolis. A320 still wearing the old livery, heading out to Rochester, came in from Harrisburg. And a 737 in the Chrome Retro livery heading out to Newark, came in from Baltimore. Empty gates, again, not realistic for Charlotte. But right here is a MAX 8, gonna be heading out to Mexico City and arrived in from Miami. Then over here, we got the beautiful Terminal D. This is the customs gates. And yeah, just the other airlines is Lufthansa and Volaris. It is cool, Lufthansa's sending a 340-600 right now. That's really cool. Not many places in, really in the world get the 340 anymore. But yeah, we got the 777-200ER here. Get the focus, there we go. And he's heading out to Munich and arrived in from Madrid. And we got a A319 with the Sharklets heading out to Key West and arrived in from Grand Ciales down in Grenada. And we got a 777-200ER here, and this one's heading out to Frankfurt and arrived in from Paris. And then a 300ER, something for a 200ER, heading out to Dublin and arrived in from London Heathrow. A couple empty gates. We got the Lufthansa A340-600 heading to Munich, arrived in from Munich. American 777-200ER heading out to Rome and arrived in from Frankfurt. And the American 757-200 is not realistic. These were retired. There was a base here for the 75s before, but so he's heading out to St. Thomas. That was the route they did him on, and came in from St. Martin. Both those are on A319 with the Sharklets now, because they need at least St. Thomas needs the high performance, so that's why the 75s did them back then. And right here's a Volaris A320, going to be heading out to Guadalajara, arrived in from there. And finally, last but not least, the regional terminal. If you've ever been in here, you know it's also not realistic for there to be empty gates. There's always a million people in there, all crammed in. But right here, we got a Contour E145 heading out to Muscle Shoals and arrived in from, this is one I forgot to do, so I need to remember there. I think Shawton, I think it's West Virginia or something like that. Or Clarksburg, some little places. Then right there, we got American Eagle E145 operated by Piedmont, heading out to Lynchburg, Virginia, arrived in from Erie. And then right here's an E175 operated by Envoy, heading out to Savannah, Georgia, came in from Little Rock. And then over here, we got another we got an E145 in from Jackson, Mississippi, gonna be heading out to Montgomery, Alabama. And we got a CRJ 900 operated by PSA, gonna be heading out to Gulfport, Mississippi, and arrived in from Knoxville. Another 900 by PSA, gonna be heading out to Lexington, Kentucky, and from Toronto. Right here's the CRJ 700 from PSA, gonna be heading out to Lafayette, Louisiana, came in from Birmingham. And the E170, saying it's a 175, operated by Envoy, gonna be heading out to Springfield, and came in from Augusta, Georgia. Another Piedmont 145, and he's gonna be heading out to Newport News and arrived in from Salisbury. We'll be jetways at the rest of these spots. I just ran out for all of them. And again, I don't have enough American Eagle planes here. There's literally, I need about another 10 CRJ 900s. So I threw in the rest of my CRJs, even if they aren't American Eagle, just to operate for American Eagle here. So we got we'll say again, a PSA American Eagle CRJ 900. And he's gonna be heading out to Burlington, Vermont, came in from Myrtle Beach. Then right here, CRJ 700 heading out to Allentown, Pennsylvania, came in from White Plains, New York. 145 by Piedmont heading out to Huntington, West Virginia, in from Evansville. And right here is CRJ 900. Gonna be heading out to Cedar Rapids, came from Oklahoma City. E170, 75, heading out to Huntsville, Alabama, and from Baton Rouge. And final plane here, an Embraer 175 by Envoy, heading out to Bentonville, in from Hilton Head, South Carolina. So I hope you all like that update. Try to do it all in one take here. Definitely runs out of breath. But yeah, for Charlotte, Charlotte's quite amazing. They'll have like eight or 10 banks a day, where basically they'll fill up every gate at the airport, and then all the people get out from all the planes and they go connect to all the outbounds, and it's quite amazing. And I made all the terminals pretty much realistic, the same number of gates and everything as they are at the real Charlotte. Again, I need some more A321s and CRJ 900s, but I think it did pretty well, pretty good. And yeah, so I hope you all like this airport update. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Geminijets_2000. And thank you for watching. See if we can get a good shot here.